Hey guys, how are we going today? Hope you're all having a lovely day. I'm back for another Temptations video, and I do have to say, and I know I've said it probably within the last 3 or 4 videos, this is my smallest Temptations list yet. And honestly, 2 of the items that are on here, I could take it or leave it, but there were interesting factors for me. So I have written everything down in my little notebook like I usually have. There are only 3 things on here at the moment, and when I was going back through my saved list in Instagram, I saw one of the items and I thought, what the hell is that? Because I saw it at the start of the month and I had completely forgotten all about it. So I'm definitely glad that I'm still popping everything on my Temptations lists because, you know, it's helping me kind of recognize that when I see something and like it, that if I don't buy it right away, most of the time I forget about it. So let's jump straight in. I'm going to go with the first one, which isn't actually an item, but it's a brand. And I don't know how I found this because it's not a massive brand. Even for an indie brand, I would say that it is still really small as well, or fairly small. I don't even know how it showed up on my Instagram or Facebook or wherever I found it. But it's a company that is actually based fairly close to where I live. And it's a company by the name of Harper Cosmetics. Now, I've never heard of them before. And when I had a look on their website to see their stockists, I've only heard of like 1 or 2 of their stockists as well. So I had a quick look on their website. There were quite a few interesting things on there. There was a nice palette that I liked the look of. There were some beautiful lipsticks that, you know, they're gorgeous nude colours, just like majority of my other favourite kind of lip colours. And I really liked the fact that they're based near where I live. They're not some massive company that, you know, their head office is in LA or New York or somewhere like that. I know where, you know, they're not necessarily manufactured. They could be manufactured near here. I don't know. But I just really liked that idea of, you know, buying local, keeping things within the local community. So I'm going to post a link to their Instagram page and their website down in the comments section down below or in the description box, whatever it is. But yeah, I quite like the look of a few of the things on here. So straight through into the next thing, and it is the Morphe collab with Maddie Ziegler. I probably just murdered that. When I looked at the palette, it was just really bleh to me until I saw the swatches. And when I looked at it, the whole thing together, I'm like, oh, it's not really my thing. But when I looked at it row by row, I quite like it. And I could see myself using individual shades out of that, and I can see myself using them within the rows themselves. So that was actually the one that I had forgotten was on here. It's definitely still on here, but I know that there are other options that, you know, I probably have some shades that are fairly similar. I could probably just look at getting singles that are similar shades as well, but I still like the idea of it, and I like the layout of it. Maybe if it was, you know, released as 4 quads, but at the same time it still kind of works as a whole. I just think that aesthetically looking, I just don't like the way that it looks as a whole, kind of from a distance. It's the type of palette that I'd need to have a look at it in store and swatch it and see how it performs first. And the next item is one that I was actually tempted to break my no-buy for the last couple of weeks because I don't want it to sell out. And I know that it's going to be a long time before that happens, but when when I see things on Sephora pop up like this, particularly kits, which it is a kit, it is the Sephora Favorites Give Me Some Lip Shine collection. Now, I have the Give Me Some Nude Lips, and there's a Huda lipstick in here, there's an Anastasia Beverly Hills, there's a Tarte one in here, and I know that those, I'm pretty sure that those are 3 of the brands. I can't remember now, I don't have the picture in front of me. Those are a couple of the brands that there are glosses in this kit. I have always been a really big fan of lip gloss. When I look at all of the makeup that I have and all of the lipsticks that I have in particular, I'm actually always quite shocked that I have more traditional lipsticks and more bullet lipsticks than I do have glosses. I'm always a big fan of putting on lipstick and then lip gloss over the top. I'm not particularly a big fan of liquid lipsticks. I find that sometimes they're just too drying and can be really difficult, you know, in terms of dry down time. I do prefer, you know, more traditional lipsticks and lip glosses as well, which is why I think I really, really love the look of this kit. Also, based on the fact that I have this previous Sephora Favorites lip kit, and I do still have, you know, all of them in here laid out in the same way that it was when I first got it. Once I start working my way through a lot of the other lipsticks I have in here, and I start using these 5 on a regular basis, and you know, they're part of my everyday use. At the moment, these are my special occasion lipsticks. When they start to become part of my everyday use lipsticks, I'll probably take them out of the box then. But to me now, they're something to be treasured. They're something special. And I have actually found that as well with a few of the other kits and mini sets, that they're just... I love things that come like in a special kit, that it feels like they're specially gift wrapped and boxed up for me, and I love it. I've had 3 of the, you know, sets from Sephora. That lip set was one, and the other 2 were Becca ones as well. I think that it's honestly a really great price as well, particularly given that the full retail price of some of those products, you know, usually 2 or 3 of those products together is exceeding the value of, well, exceeding the price of the whole kit. So I think it really is great value for money. That is the one thing that I, you know, was tempted to break my no buy for. I am still tempted now to just buy it and to go and get it. The thing that's holding me back is the items in my project pan. I originally had 7 lip items in there. In 6 months, I've only made my way through 2 of them. So given that I still have 5 or 4, given that I still have 5 lip products in that, I know how long it takes me to work my way through them. I know that I have currently 30 something other lipsticks in my drawer and that I don't need them. I know that at the moment I have about 8 lip glosses anyway, but they're still tempting me, and I think it's mainly because of everything that I do have in my drawer at the moment. There are a few shades in there that are something special, and I don't have anything like it. So I can't really determine whether it's that's making me want them so bad, or whether or not it's I want something new, or I want to have something higher end, you know, a Huda or a Tarte, or, you know, some of the other ones that are in there. Like, I don't think I would ever go and individually buy each of those 5 lip glosses. But as a set, I think it is really worthwhile, and, you know, it's one of those things that if they ever go on sale, I will not hesitate to buy them. Even given everything else that I already have, I will buy it. but full price, I just don't think I can justify it given how I am trying to cut back. And the fact that I know that it will take me a while to get through them. Because they're glosses, I think I'm more inclined to buy them than if it was another one of the lip sets, because I really do only have a few of the glosses compared to, you know, my other lipsticks. And I know that one of the items in here, the Tarte one, is actually a lip gloss as well, but really I only have lip glosses really from three brands. So I have one Tarte, I have one NARS, and the rest I have are Revolution glosses. So it would be nice to try something that's a little bit different, maybe find another formula that I do like, maybe, you know, just to have those different colours that if I'm wearing one of my odd coloured lipsticks, so, you know, say I've got a really nice red lipstick, I don't really have any other options aside from nude coloured lip glosses to put on top of it, because at the moment, pretty much every lip gloss I have is a nude colour. And I know right now it sounds like I'm trying to justify my purchase of these, and I guess I kind of am. So my no-buy is now officially over. I have come to the determination that I still wish to be mindful with my purchases, and I know I've recently filmed a video on the rules from when I was on my low buy and thinking points for my reasons for going on the low buy and the no buy, which I will definitely be keeping in mind. I don't think at this stage that I will necessarily be following many of the rules of my low buy because they are fairly restrictive, and when I wrote them I was at a point in my life where I felt like I needed to restrict myself severely, to the point where when my low buy was over I'm like, no, I need to go even further and go a no buy. But now that that is over, I've learnt what I've needed to learn, and that's just mainly more mindful purchases. So these are on my temptations list. They will stay on here. I'm going to keep filming temptations videos because I think it's a really, you know, it's been very, very helpful for me. You know, if you look at my first 2 months, this is my first 2 months of my no buy. And these are the remaining 4. So the things that I've been tempted in the past 4 months is pretty much the same amount of items as in my first 2. So it's definitely going to be a helpful tool for me in the future to keep filming these videos and to keep in mind, you know, what I don't need to go and buy everything that I like, that I can be more selective now, and I really know what my favorite kind of items are, and I can make wise decisions and choices when it comes to purchasing habits from there. So if you have any comments, please feel free to comment down below. Any questions at all, pop them in there. I will try and answer anything, but until then, I'll talk to you next time. Bye.